Why, hello there, Scouters Mountain students and families and community members. You may have been waiting for a while for these morning messages. Mr. Long, a little extra busy today on grade level color day. You can tell by the headband. I'm wearing green, I'm wearing yellow, I've got red, I've got blue. Not a lot of purple for fourth grade, though. I'm working on that. But welcome into the morning messages. Sorry, these are more of an afternoon message today on this Friday, February 26, 2021. Happy Friday, everyone. I hope you have great weekend plans ahead of you as we move ahead into March. Next week will be March. Can you believe it or not? So, Mr. Long, what do we need to know on this last school Friday of February? Well, let's go down the list. Lunar New Year, I believe, ends today. Lots of our families celebrating Lunar New Year. It's a 2-week celebration that began on the 12th. So 12 plus 14 more days would be the 26th, which is today. So all of you that were celebrating Lunar New Year, I hope you have some culminating activities that are super fun. Happy Lunar New Year to all of you. February has been Black History Month. We focused on a different historical figure each day. Today will be the last time we'll do that. And then we'll move into next month, which is Women's History. So we'll get to that one as well. National Women's History. That'll be interesting as well. I've had so much fun learning about students' cultural history this year as they send in submissions, whether they be slides or photos or videos. We'll see what you come up with for our last person from Black history and from American history. If you can create some slides or whatever else you have learned about that person. That's coming on later on. Not one, but 2 assemblies this week. We had one yesterday from the American Heart Association and one today. That's our regular Friday Howl assemblies where I got to see K1s and then 2 3s and then 4 5s. At the time I'm recording this, I have to admit, we've already had the assemblies. And it was fun to see all of you on screen. You had great behavior during the assemblies. It's always fun for me to see so many people on screens, up to 100 kids or more in each of those assemblies. Super fun. Yesterday, as I mentioned, was our American Heart Association assembly. If you didn't catch the assembly and you're interested in participating in our American Heart Association pledge drive, check with Mr. Harrison's Google Classroom for details, your PE teacher. He has all the details in there. And I'm going to show a slide here coming up of some kids who have already raised multiple hundreds of dollars in pledges in just a couple of days. So super job. You can create your own website and ask family members from anywhere in the world to make pledges as we try to earn money for research to help people with heart disease or with special heart conditions. We'll continue to do that throughout March. Today, as I mentioned, were our Friday Howl assemblies, and it's grade level color day. So we had different grade levels wearing different colors. I did my best to try to represent all grade levels. What color were you supposed to wear today? Well, let's take a look. Here's some pictures there. There's Claire on the left. She's in 4th grade. She had purple. She did a great job. Look at a purple vest, purple water bottle, purple on her pants at the bottom. That's 3rd grade in the middle. You'll see that bigger picture in a minute. And then TLC classroom, they have kids from all different grades. So I see some red, I see some orange, I see some yellow. Super job by all of our kids today. I'm so proud of you for participating in our grade level color day. Now, there's 3rd grade. Check that out. All that orange on there. I know Miss Matthews and Mrs. Rhea are pleased to have orange as their color as they root for the Beavers all the time. Great job wearing orange in 3rd grade. There is Miss Bostwick's kids in red in the 5th grade. Nice job. Great to see all of them. And then we have Mr. Burr's 4th graders who are all dressed in purple. That 4th grade maybe had a tricky one with purple on today, but they did a super job with that. There's Mrs. Battine's TLC classroom. We've got some red, we've got some orange, we've got some yellow. I love seeing those faces on camera too. Sometimes those kids like to have their camera off. Great to see all of them. Mr. Cook and Mrs. Grimm's room in 5th grade. 5th grade had red on today. Look at all that red across the screen. Super job by all of them participating in our school grade level color day. There's Mrs. Ireland's 1st graders. I think they had it a little easier today. They could just wear their Scouter shirt, but I see some green dresses and green t-shirts on. Super job by all of them wearing green today. Miss Rowley's purple 4th graders. Look at all that purple across the board. Super job by all of them. Look at all that purple. And then the kindergartners. There's Miss Neal's kindergarten group wearing their blue, all different blue across the screen. Great job by them. Mrs. Webke's 5th graders. Check that out. Lots of red, even red in the backgrounds. Our 5th graders came through loud and clear on this Spirit Day. Great job by our 5th grade representing with all that red on. And then there's Miss Myers Kindergarten. Look at that. They also have blue items in their hands. I think they had some kind of scavenger hunt. So Zia's holding a blue pen. Sebastian has a blue Captain American action figure. And look at Chase over on the side here on the left side. He just showed us his blue back. He's got a blue shirt on. Alexis has a blue book. Super job by all of us. What a fun day today at Scouters Mountain. It is grade level color day. We also had our assemblies at the end of the day. What else do we need to know for Friday? Well, there's all the assignments in case you were wondering. Kindergarten had blue, first grade had green, second grade had yellow, third grade had orange, fourth grade had purple, and fifth grade had red. We had our Friday Howl assemblies already, but in case you're wondering for next time, there's the times to log in case you forgot today, 12:30, 1:15, or 2 o'clock, based on what grade you're in. And of course, any questions, you can always email Mr. Long. You know how to get a hold of me by now. But before I show you that email address, remember I talked about our Kids Heart Challenge. Look at our kids who are already starting to raise money. Now, this was yesterday, so I'm sure this has changed. But check this out. Neo and Esma and Owen, Edison, Honor, Nikhil, and Beckett, my goodness, already $672 he has gathered in pledges for the Kids Heart Challenge on behalf of the American Heart Association. Super job. If you're wondering how to get involved in that, check Mr. Harrison's website, his Google Classroom, I should say. Check that. It'll have all the information on how you can set up your own website and gather pledges for kids and even adults who could use some help with their hearts. Great job by all of our kids. Here's how you get a hold of me if you need to get a hold of me, to send me your joke of the day, your photo of the day, what you find out about our person in Black history and American history. You know that one by now. longc@nclac.k12.or.us. Who has been celebrating a birthday this week? Our last week in February, we had Caroline and Juniper on Monday, Sullivan on Tuesday. Then we had Grace, who celebrated her birthday. She's new to our school, so happy birthday, Grace, who had her birthday yesterday on the 25th. Happy birthday. And then on Sunday, Caden Bailey. Also, it will be Clayton Dorsey and Judy Powell, two of our kindergarten friends, all celebrating birthdays on the 28th. So Sunday, we have 3 birthdays. And then, believe it or not, February is over and March starts on Monday. All right, our daily challenge, which has really been the same thing all month long throughout the month of February. We've been celebrating Black History Month. I show you a person to research. You show me what you came up with in the form of slides or photos or videos, and you've done a super job all month long. Here is the one we said from Wednesday for today. Who is that person right there? Notice he's got a super soaker in his hand. What is significant about that? Lots of you sent things in to me. Who is this person? Why is he important? Well, as you learned, that is Lonnie Johnson, an inventor, a Black inventor who has invented some pretty fancy toys that you might be aware of. And why is he important? Kate Jansen sent this in from 5th grade. She says Lonnie Johnson is an inventor. He has a Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering. He has an honorary PhD in science, which basically means, kids, he is super duper smart. So he uses his brain for lots of fun stuff. He developed a method of transforming heat into electricity to make green energy more affordable. In 1990, guess what he invented? The Super Soaker. Yep, we saw a picture of that. He also invented the Nerf gun, and he has lots of patents. That means no one can copy his ideas. A pneumatic launcher for a toy projectile. So any kind of Nerf gun that you see, Lonnie Johnson is the person who invented that. And look at all his awards. He's gotten awards from the Air Force, for Popular Mechanics magazine. He's in the Engineering Hall of Fame and the National Toy Hall of Fame, which he got into in 2015. I think that is super awesome job by Kate Jansen to give us all of that information. She's got her sources there at the bottom of her slide. Then Nikhil, he sent this one in. It says Lonnie Johnson is an African-American inventor who is mainly known for creating the Super Soaker. In 1968, when he was in high school, he entered a science fair in Alabama. He was the only Black student in the fair. He won first prize with this robot named Linux that was powered by compressed air. Recently, he's been working on the Johnson Thermoelectric Energy Converter. Wow, that sounds pretty smart. This converts solar energy from the sun into electricity with twice the efficiency of a normal solar panel. Lonnie Johnson has over 250 patents. If you're not sure what a patent is, that means that you claim to have the idea first and nobody can copy it. So what an exciting person to end our Black History Month. Almost, we have one more to go with. But Lonnie Johnson, what an interesting one, who is still alive today and the inventor of the Super Soaker and the Nerf gun. Pretty darn cool. Great job by both Kate and Nikhil to send us in that information. So who is our final person who I want you to find out about? It's a track athlete, and that is actually him in the Olympics in the early 1900s. Who is that person? Perhaps you've heard of that person. There's been movies made about him. Why is he important? As we conclude our study of Black History Month, who is that person right there? Well, that is Jesse Owens. Perhaps you've heard that name before. Why is Jesse Owens important? You tell me. Look him up. I know a lot of you have done a lot of great research throughout this month. I'm sure you can find information about Jesse Owens. What makes him important? You can send me a Google slide. You can just email me the information you found out, maybe a photo, maybe a video of you explaining about Jesse Owens. Can't wait to see what you come up with. There's the email address right there, longc@nclac.k12.or.us. I'm sure you'll come up with great stuff over the weekend and have it to me by Monday. Time for the game that a lot of you have enjoyed playing. Where in Happy Valley did Mr. Long take this photo? Or where did Mr. Long Google this photo from that is in Happy Valley? Well, there it is right there. A lot of video games. It looks like you can eat at this place. It looks like a restaurant with tons of video games. Where is this place? Did any of you figure it out? Well, Kate Jansen did. Here, she made a slide. Where was that? And she'll fade in the picture right here. Where was that, Kate? Here it comes. That's right. It was at Dave & Buster's at the Clackamas Town Center. Great job by Kate Jansen to come up with that. Nikhil did the same thing. He always does the Spinarooskies. That was at Dave & Buster's. I think Dave & Buster's is open again. Have you ever been to Dave & Buster's? Pretty fun place. Good food, and you can play lots of different games there. Want to bring your piggy banks to that place, though. You can spend some money in a hurry playing all those video games. But great job by Kate and Nikhil, who both solved that mystery. All right, here's your next photo, and I got to tell you, I took this one late last night. I was busy with my kids, taking them to different events. I got super hungry. Can you tell where I went to grab myself a snack? Well, there it is right there. Now, you can't see the name of the restaurant, but if you're familiar with what this restaurant serves, you'll know right away. Where was I? What drive-through was I a part of right there? If you know where I was, there's where you send it, longc@nclac.k12.or.us. I have a feeling some of you are going to have fun with that picture there. You can send all kinds of videos or photos or slides. Where was I in that picture? All right, I can't wait to see what you come up with. We got to wrap up today's show with, as we always do, with our joke of the day. And I got to tell you, kids, I'm not getting any jokes. Someone just sent me one today, so I'll use that for Monday. But as of yesterday, I didn't have any from you. So who do I have to go with? That's right. I have to go with this numbskull, Zero the Hero, who drives me absolutely bonkers when I'm at school. But he sends in some jokes that have to do with, of course, numbers. A lot of times they have to do with zeros, like today's does. So what did Zero the Hero ask this time? He asked, what did the 0 say next to the 1 in the number 10? Okay, so we got a number 10. We've got a 1 and a 0 next to each other. What did the 0 say to the 1? Well, I don't know, 0. What did the 0 say to the 1 in the number 10? Let's let 0 answer that. Without you, I'm nothing. Okay, so yeah, I guess if a 10 and you got rid of the 1, without you, yeah, you're a 0. You're nothing. Very good, Zero the Hero. I'd much rather have Scouters Mountain Kid jokes, though, and not have to use Zero the Hero jokes. If you have a joke of the day, I'm begging you, email it or send a video of you telling it to me. I need them, so I don't have to use Zero's jokes. So thanks for sending that in. Oh, okay, so here's a better description. We see the 0 on the right saying, without you, I'm nothing. Well, 0 could have asked, what did the 1 say to the 0? You make me feel 10 times stronger. Oh, I get it. You put a 1 next to a 0. It's a 10. Very good, 0. I like that. Excellent job. But I'd much rather have kid jokes. Send them in. longc@nclac.k12.or.us. I hope all of you are having a great Friday today on this day when we have assemblies. It's grade level color day. Right now, as I record this, it is absolutely pouring rain outside. So hopefully you're not outside on a walk or getting some exercise, or you are getting soaked right now. I hope all of you have a terrific weekend. Send in your information about Jesse Owens. Do you know what drive-thru I was in last time? Can't wait to see what you come up with. And remember, next week, it's Read Across America Week, where you can celebrate all week long with different dress-up days, all week long, different spirit days. Can't wait to see what you come up with on those. Send in your photos, send in your videos, so we can get them right up here on the Morning Messages. Have a terrific weekend. You sure deserve it. Great job on all your distance learning. We'll see you right back here on the Morning Messages on Monday.